Hello everyone, welcome back to the Strawberryloli channel. Today I'm testing out two new products by Rimmel. I have here the Wonder Sweet Eyeshadow Soft Matte Palette in 005 Green Apple Chocolat. And then I also picked up one of their new Lasting Mega Matte lip colors in the shade 725 Love Bite. And this formula claims to last for up to 16 hours. When I swatched it on the back of my hand in the store, it felt really moisturizing despite being a matte formulation. And I also just really like a good liquid matte lip. So the eyeshadow palette is technically by Rimmel Japan. This is a renewal release of their classic Chocolat Sweet Eyes series. The older packaging was much smaller and thinner, and you just had like thinner rows of the eyeshadows horizontally. This time around, it's still relatively small and compact, very thin, nice for travel, but you get more product, and the two eyeshadow pans in the middle, they are in larger squarish pans as compared to the original, which I appreciate because it's definitely easier to get your brush into these square, larger pans. And another little bonus point that I didn't realize until I went to do my hand swatches, there's actually a mirror on the back of this palette, which I think is so useful and convenient. I think that's a great little touch that they threw in there, because now I don't have to worry about bringing my own separate little mirror in my makeup bag. I know that it's going to be on the back of this eyeshadow palette. So as you can see, I chose the color variation 005, which is Green Apple Chocolat. I immediately just thought of matcha flavored chocolate when I saw this, so I couldn't get it out of my head. The palette smells like chocolate as well. And I found this combination of like a gray taupey color with a mossy green to be really unique. You don't see that too often in the Japanese drugstore. And then the lip color, this is technically not from Rimmel Japan. This is just from the regular Rimmel in London. I can tell because it says made in the UK. I don't know how long this has been out in the UK or other territories, but we just got it here in Japan. So I'm excited to try this out. The only thing that I'm bummed out about though is that we only have about 5 shades available in Japan at the moment, at least. But in reality, overseas, like in the UK, they have a lot more shades available. Alright, so I went ahead and did my one eye off camera already, so we're gonna go ahead and do the left eye together. Normally in my get ready with me or makeup videos, I just do everything from start to finish all in one go, but something inside me today was like, let's be a real YouTuber now. Let's level up a little bit. So I already primed with my Kaleidos Tone Activator Primer. I'm gonna go in first with this mossy green shade here, and oh my god, I can just do it like this because there's a mirror on the back. Now this is very useful to someone like me who films herself getting ready on camera quite often, but I'm wondering, like in real life, this wouldn't actually work all that well because you would have to keep flipping it back and forth. But still, at the end of the day, very useful as far as I'm concerned. You don't necessarily have to use it for the eyeshadow step. You can use it to retouch your lipstick or whatever throughout the day. I'll be honest with you, this particular shade, this green, this shade is a little bit more muted and gray tinted than I was expecting. I thought it was really going to be more vibrant judging from the pan, but I guess I'm not surprised because they probably wanted to make sure that it blended in with the gray as much as possible, or as easily as possible. I'm just drawing in like a very light eyeline on the bottom lash line with the Can Make Creamy Touch Liner in 08 Khaki Green, or no, Matcha Khaki on the lower lash line, extending slightly like horizontal out underneath the actual edge of my eye to give a widening effect. This is like the 3rd time in a year that I've actually pulled out this liner because I don't often do green looks, although maybe I should. Then I'm just taking a little bit of this dark brown on an angle liner and smudging that out and drawing the tear back line underneath. Okay, so this is how the eyes look. Now that I have both eyes on, I feel like it actually looks really, really nice. Still wish the green was slightly more vibrant though, but that's okay. I don't really expect anything different from a Japanese drugstore brand. There's just one thing that I'd like to add though, if you'll indulge me a little bit. So I feel like the peachy shimmer here, it's just a little lackluster for me when it comes to this area in particular, the tear bag and the inner corner. On top of the lids, it's okay, especially when placed directly above eyeshadow primer. You can see it's pretty vibrant, but I want a little more punch when it comes to this area. So I'm actually going to go in with one of my Odin's Eye multi-chromes, this one right here. Sorry, I don't remember the names and I can't really take these out, although I think this must be number 3 since I put them in order, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically cheating a little bit because it's not part of the Rimmel palette, but you know, we are full advocates when it comes to cheating in makeup on this channel. So, woo! Look at that! Oh my goodness! I barely touched my brush in this pan, and look at... You can already see me from outer space. Wow, yeah. I feel like I say this every time I pull these out, but I really, really need to use these singles more, and I will. That's why I leave them out in a display. Like, I have a little sleeve thing that I got from Daiso that I hang from my wall, and it has clear sleeves, and I put all my Odin's Eye palettes in them because I want to make sure that I'm actually reaching for them. I'm the kind of person that out of sight, out of mind. That's why I can't get one of those like white IKEA makeup storage situations, because I'll just forget about every single product I have, no matter how gorgeous it is, if I shut it away where I can't see it. Now that is a completed eye look as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I need to take these with me to Dubai. Like, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter how inconvenient it is to travel with full-sized makeup. This is clearly why I feel like something is missing every time I go on vacation. It's because I only pack the essentials. And don't get me wrong, I'm like very, very happy with and dependent on my normal everyday makeup products that I use, but don't underestimate that little extra multi-chrome, dual chrome added to your look. A little aurora action here and there can definitely elevate your look. So I'm super happy with this eye look, and now let's put on the lip color. Oh, before that though, real quick, speaking of Odin's Eye, if you're looking for this green and gray combination in more of like a punchy Western style eyeshadow formulation, I would recommend picking up the Stone and Rock palette by Odin's Eye. This one also has, well, I mean, it has way more shades than this, but it has the same kind of concept, except obviously a lot more punchy and vibrant than this one. So you have the grays and the greens, and there's no peachy shimmer in here, but I'm sure you can find one somewhere in your collection. So yeah, but this is great if you're looking just to like experiment a little bit with color, dip your toes into it, but not have it be too intense. This is a great little starter palette. The eyeshadows are super easy to blend. They all have a like a nice skin-like sheen to them. So whether the formula is matte or shimmer, or even this white up here, it's pretty smooth, like it's a bone white. But you can see there's a sheen to it, which is impressive actually, because a lot of lighter, close to white shades can come off very chalky, but this one is actually it's smooth once blended out on the skin. You could use it as a subtle face or nose highlight even. Like, it doesn't matter. You can use anything for anything. Just a reminder. But yeah, the only thing I'll say is that, and I wish I had the older palette to compare, but I looked in my collection and they are nowhere to be found, so I must have gotten rid of all of the old ones at some point, because I definitely, like, this is not my first time trying a Rimmel Japan eyeshadow palette whatsoever. But the only thing I'll say is that the eyeshadow formula was a little thinner than I expected. It probably was always that way, but it's been so long since I tried the original palettes that I don't really quite remember. So it is like a thinner formulation, which is good when it comes to the fact that the formula is really going to stick to your skin, almost like a second layer of skin, so it's never gonna look bulky. But yeah, just note that it's only gonna build up to a certain point in terms of intensity. So if you're looking for something like much more intense and Western style, definitely check out Odin's Eye Stone and Rock. And now let's go ahead and finish up with the lips. I'm going to blot off this lip oil that I have on. And then I'm gonna put on this RMK matte lip base. This is a repurchase. I still have some left in my old one actually. You see it doesn't twist out anymore, but there's actually still quite a lot left in the lipstick tube insert there, so I will use this up at some point on my own time when I have like lip brushes and stuff at my disposal, which I don't today. So we're just gonna use the new one. I got this at the airport, so I didn't have to pay tax, which we love. Yeah, I need to wear a lip base now every time I wear matte lip color, just because I will not, I'm at the point in my life where I will not compromise comfort for anything, you know? Even when I'm wearing like a really tight outfit or something that requires me to be snatched, I still need the material to be comfortable. Anything that's slightly itchy or like irritating on my skin, it's gotta go. This has a nice scent too. This one is not chocolate like the eyeshadow palette, but kind of reminds me of it's like a milder version of that liquid lip by Revlon, which I'm not a fan of. Forget the name. And the applicator has this like angled shape here, which really helps you hug the curve of your lips. So it's just a little different from your regular run-of-the-mill doe foot applicator. Oh my god, I'm in love with this formula already. It's like super thin, super comfortable on the lips, yet it's spreading out so beautifully. Can you see that? There's no patchiness whatsoever. I just wish they had more colors, because I would love to have like a deeper and a lighter shade of brown so that I can mix all three together. But no, this is beautiful. Rimmel does it again. Rimmel hardly ever misses, honestly. If we're gonna keep it really real, like, it's so funny because I feel like sometimes the brands that get the least hype, the least talk on social media, they stay slaying the game silently, you know? It's almost like they don't need the clout that these other brands out here need. Alright, so this is the final look. I love it so much. It's giving a little bit of smoky, sexy, like holiday. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way. I literally, like, my friend just texted me happy Thanksgiving. Not gonna lie to you, it probably would totally have went over my head if someone didn't remind me. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I do feel like this is a very fitting look, you know? It's very fall, cozy vibes. And the fact that this is the newer version of Rimmel's classic chocolate palettes is also very timely, I think, because the Wonka movie is coming out soon next month. I remember first seeing the trailer for that movie like in the summer when I went to watch Mission Impossible or something. I think they were playing that trailer, and I remember thinking to myself, oh, December, that is so far away though, because it looked really interesting to me, like exploring the early beginnings of Willy Wonka. And I also thought that Timothée Chalamet was a very interesting casting choice. So the moment that the trailer came on the screen, I was like completely kind of hooked in and ready to go watch it. But when they announced that the release date was going to be in December or nearer to the holidays, I remember feeling like, that's such a long time to wait. But now it's like, where did the time go? We're here already. So I'll definitely be watching Wonka when it comes out and doing a little live review with you guys as I do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's review as much as I did. Look at this lip color. Isn't it just so gorgeous? It's like matte, but it doesn't crease or wrinkle whatsoever. Like, I can stretch my lips out or pucker them, and it doesn't matter. The formula is like a second skin almost. I, for one, am just so grateful at how far matte lip formulations have come. I mean, all makeup in general, but this was a big one, because do you guys remember back in the day they used to be like so dry and crusty? And did that stop us? No, we would still be out there posting our dry, crusty matte lipstick swatches on Instagram, you know, acting like it was the best thing ever, but secretly our lips are dying. Those days are no more. We are moisturized and thriving over here, regardless of what the effect we're trying to give with our makeup. Okay, let me know what you guys think of today's products that we tried. Do you low-key like Rimmel as much as me? As usual, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!